everyone, it's Sandy, and today I am doing a book to movie wish list, which is all the books that I want to become movies. These are books that I think will be really great movies if they were done correctly. Starting with the first one, I really want Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell to become a movie. And I know that Eleanor and Park was optioned to be a movie, but then it got cancelled, so I don't know what's up with that. Fangirl is my favorite Rainbow Rowell book, so obviously I want to see it become a movie. Since it's a contemporary book, I think it would be done much easier than a fantasy book, and it would be so cute seeing these characters come to life because Kath and Levi are like OTP. It would be such an adorable movie, and it needs to happen. The next book to movie adaptation that I really want to see is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. Steelheart basically takes place in a world where there are people who have developed superpowers, and those superpowers have corrupted them, so they're now evil. I think any book that has to do with superpowers would be such a great movie, and I know that having superpowers isn't something new or unique, but I love the way Brandon Sanderson wrote that into the story. These people with superpowers are called epics, and they have weaknesses as well, and I feel like you don't really see that weakness aspect in books or movies with characters that have superpowers. This whole trilogy is just so action-packed, and I love the interactions between all the characters. The whole series is like very fast-paced. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and I think it would be a really great action-packed movie. The next book that I really want to see turned into a movie is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. I have been mentioning this book quite recently. This book follows a journalist who is investigating the suicide of the daughter of a famous cult horror film director. It has this creepy and mysterious vibe to it, and I think it would be a really great thriller movie. This book is told in mixed media, and there are a handful of scenes that I would like to see visually happening in front of my eyes instead of just reading about it. Being able to visually see that would be so awesome. The next book is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I know that this book has been optioned to become a film for a really long time, but there really hasn't been any developments, so I'm still hoping that one day we will hear more. This is such an entertaining and fun book, and I think it would be a really fun movie to watch. When I picked this series up, I just could not put it down. I didn't want to stop reading, and I just really love Katie and Damon, and I want to see their relationship on screen, so I think it would be a really fun and romantic movie. Still hoping that one day we will see Obsidian as a movie because it's already been optioned, so it needs to like pick up the pace and something needs to happen. The next book is The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and I know that Legend has been optioned to become a movie, and I think that would be a really great movie as well. I haven't heard many developments about the Legend movie. I know that there's like this director-producer that was a part of the Maze Runner and is also involved in the Legend movie, but I haven't heard anything else about the Legend movie. But I also think that The Young Elites would be a really great movie because it's like an anti-hero story, and it follows characters that are morally ambiguous, and it also have characters with powers, but the whole people with powers and anti-heroes I think would be very appealing to non-readers as well. Hopefully one day we see Legend on screen, and possibly this book as well. The next book is The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, and this is a vampire book, and I feel like movies based on vampires nowadays would not be successful because of Twilight, and I think that sucks, and I think that's what happened with Vampire Academy. It's just this whole like vampire stigma, I guess. I personally enjoyed the Vampire Academy movie. It's not the best, but I did enjoy it, and I want to see more. I really wish the whole series was made as a movie because I just need that in my life. Anyways, I think this would be a really great movie because there's like this disease in this world that has turned people into this type of creature that kills humans and vampires, and it's very threatening to society because many people have died because of this disease. So this book is a survival type of book, and that aspect would make a really interesting movie. And this isn't a spoiler, but the character in this book starts off as a human, and within like 50 pages or so she becomes a vampire, and I think that would be an interesting addition to the movie because this character hates vampires and now she has become one. And the next book is A Thousand Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. This book has to do with parallel worlds, so I think that would be very interesting to see in a movie because when reading this trilogy, I did have a hard time envisioning some of these worlds and seeing how they differed from one another. Some of these worlds are like very different and very technologically advanced, and some of them take place in the past, so I would really like to see what that is like as well. And the last book that I want to see become a movie is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and I feel like this can't become a movie unless the Grisha trilogy becomes a movie, but the Grisha trilogy isn't my favorite. I love Six of Crows. I especially love the characters, and I want to see them on screen. This book follows characters who are trying to accomplish an impossible heist. This whole duology would be such great movies because A, it has a plot that will keep you intrigued, and B, it has wonderful, wonderful characters that you will fall in love with. So those are all the books that I want to see become a movie. There are a handful of other books that I want to see as movies, but they have already been optioned, like The Darkest Minds and Illuminate, and I don't want to mention many books that have already been optioned. I did mention a few in this video, but I mostly wanted to focus on books that haven't been optioned yet. There are a bunch of other books that I want to see as TV shows, so I definitely plan on filming another video talking about the books I want to see as TV shows sometime in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what kind of books you want to see as movies, and I will see you next time. Bye!